It's 20 past 12 and it's a Saturday and the sun's shining and probably for many people it's the kind of first week back at work after holidays, although some people are still on holiday. For me, I've been back for 4 days. I've been doing a lot of reflecting. I was kind of dreading going back to work. I think I always do that, but it's been okay. But also, it's been hard and I'm tired. I've kind of thrown myself back into it in a way that I'm not entirely comfortable with, having made lots of resolutions to go back and have a bit more balance. So I've been thinking about all of that, but today it's Saturday. I haven't really got many plans, but I am resting because I'm tired. But I woke up this morning feeling kind of refreshed and had a good sleep and went for a walk, um, and did some thinking. I've realised that actually I'm so much better at this time of year when the sun's out and the days are long, feel much more energized. But then I also was aware that a year ago I was at a really low ebb, health wise, went through a really bad patch, and the sun was shining and it was, it was gorgeous outside, but I had that internal difficulty. So I think, yeah, it's just about acknowledging that right now I'm okay. Um, and yeah, it's just been an interesting week. But again, the things that have been lovely have been the things where I've been able to use those gifts that I have, which are to connect with people, to listen, to find solutions to things that are difficult. And I'm just really trying to think about how and where I take those gifts next, whether I stay doing what I'm doing or whether I I'm brave enough to try something different. And it's yeah, it's just interesting about what I'm kind of feeling. I've kind of got this restlessness, which I'm always restless. I have ADHD, but I know that I can be restless but stick at things. So it's about, for the next few years, thinking about what it is that I want to stick at, because I need it to be something that I know that I'm using my gifts to their full potential, because in terms of career, time is probably running out of it. So yeah, lots going on. Um, I've said no to a few things this week, which was hard, but actually it's given me that sense afterwards of I wish I'd done it sooner. And actually, one of those came about because a young person that I work with did the same and actually gave up something which felt scary and felt like was letting people down, but actually kind of inspired me to do the same. And I've actually given up my sign language course that I was doing because it was just too difficult and stressful for me at the time, when I've got loads going on at work and I just didn't need another thing in the evenings to cause me stress and pressure. So that's a acknowledgement. And you know me, I like to read. I remember my therapist that I saw a couple of years back was kind of like, all this reading you do, you're trying to find the answers and then, look more inside for the answers. And I get that, but actually sometimes it's about looking outwards and looking inwards. So I'm reading the Brene Brown Atlas of the Heart. I'm really listening to it because I can't read that well. But it's just brilliant. And there's just this bit where she talks about compassion, and it's just, compassion is fueled by understanding and accepting that we're all made of strength and struggle. No one is immune to pain or suffering. Compassion is not a practice of better than or I can fix you. It's a practice based in the beauty and pain of shared humanity. And that's just resonated so much with me because um, when I did some work a few years back and a couple of years back on trauma informed practice, and I kind of was brave enough to share my own story, and talked about that and the power of doing that, and being a school leader who has acknowledged that yes, I had trauma in my childhood and I suffered pretty badly, and having people in your community that know that and know that you can still be hugely competent and do a good job, but that you connect more through that than perhaps if you didn't. It kind of made me come up with this phrase about, it's not me over here in my comfortable leadership world and you over there in your pain and your mess and your trauma. It's us in the middle. And this week, there's been a lot of us in the middle in various ways with children, families, colleagues. And that's what I can do. And I think that's a strength. And I know that not everyone sees it as a strength. But I need to find a place where that is seen as a strength. So, yeah, a bit of reflection and a bit of a week. And I'm tired, and I'm me. But really excitingly, I have actually started a plan to do a Midsummer Night's Dream with pupils around Midsummer. Not the whole thing, not Shakespeare, probably bits of Shakespeare, but that's really exciting. Also, absolutely terrifying because, as always, I'm like, it's going to be the worst production I've ever done, and it's not going to be good enough. And actually, it will be good enough because it will be what it is, and we'll start with what we can do, and we'll build on it, and it'll just be glorious. So that's that, and that's me, and I hope you're well, and lots of love, and stay connected because that's what matters. That human bit of us connecting with other human bits, that's the important bit. Okay, bye for now.